Let's start with the questions. Please raise your hand if you have ever heard or read the story of Titanomachy, or in Greek, Titanomachia, the war between the gods, the Olympian gods, and the older generation of gods, the Titans. Raise your hands. Okay, of course, we're in Titan. Right? Now, if I ask you to give me 2 or 3 takeaways from that story, but from a business perspective, can you share some of them? Maybe someone might say the importance of strategic alliances, Olympians, or the consequences of complacency, Titans. Now, please raise your hands if you can give me right now 2 or 3 takeaways from a business presentation that took place in this hall on December. Raise your hands. How many can you share with me? 2 or 3 takeaways. Take a look. No one. Why? How is it possible that you remember a fairy tale but not a high-stake presentation? How's that possible? Well, I do believe that business presenters do a fatal mistake. They rely too much on this: logic, reasoning, facts, data, statistics. Whereas the best influencers, with the original meaning of that word, such as Cicero, Demosthenes, even Adolf Hitler, use another tool: emotions. Now I know, some of you might say, oh, come on, Yanis, come on. Reasoning and logic that do not pay attention to emotions. That's true. I have bad news for you. Emotions of the heart do not pay attention to logic. And trust me, this part is more convincing than this part. So do you want to know the secret tool that we use in public speaking to unlock emotions and become more persuasive in business? Before getting there, let's start with a business pitch, a business presentation. It's a true story. Back in 2015, we had Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was the CEO of a biotech company, and he wanted $10 million to produce a new self-test. So he went to the investors, and his business pitch, the presentation, was more or less like the following. Here you see the mission statement that we have. It's a long paragraph, I know. And this is the vision that we have. And this is the market share. Oh, you see the market share? And this is the cash flows that we expect. And this is, what's that? Oh, the markets we intend to go, and this and that, and this and that, and this. Do you want to fund us? And the investors did what? Whatever, next. Why? Total failure. So for 1 year, Isaiah missed so many opportunities. And after a year of rejections, he changed his business presentation and pitch a little bit. Let's try again. I built this company with my mother, Anna, an Afro-American woman who raised 8 kids as a single mother while working 2 or 3 jobs to support us. My mother died 2 years ago. My soul was shattered into 1,000 pieces. Furthermore, the day before her death, she had her medical tests, and they were clear. After some months, I took a look at the medical test, and I saw a peak in a chemical component, a compound like a protein. If there was a way to detect this component, maybe my mother would be here next to me. So I went back to the labs with my engineers to see if there's a correlation between this protein and heart attacks. After some months, we did it, we found it. 24 hours before someone having a heart attack, this protein goes up. So if there's a way to detect that, we can save millions of lives. So we did our best. We used every resource we had, and we built a prototype. We secured the patent. We are ready for the product. And there was only one last milestone: FDA, Federal Food and Drug Agency, EOF in Greek. So we went to the FDA and we got rejected. We were devastated. We wanted to save millions of lives. So we went again back to the labs because we believed in our mission to save lives. And we used every penny we had, every penny, every resources. We do updates, new tests. And after a while, the second application from the FDA approved us. Now, we are here. We have the patent. We have the prototype. We only need funds to build this test in big quantities. This product can save your life, your mother's life, even your kid's life. Do you want to come with us on this journey? So, dear friend, do you know the response of the investors and bankers on this business pitch? They throw on him millions of dollars, $100 million, $200 million, 20 times the amount of money that they wanted. How's that possible? Well, the secret key that unlocks this and this is called stories. Stories are the tool that we use in public speaking to convert a boring presentation filled with jargon and data into something unforgettable. When was the last time you heard a beautiful crafted story into a presentation? When was the last time you heard a presentation that really inspired you or motivated you? I want you, when we adjourn this meeting, when we go back to your office, I encourage you, or no, I challenge you, find stories about collaboration, innovation, optimization, that Titan stands for. You want to be remembered? Use stories. You want to be repeated again and again and again? Use stories. Stories create this common ground for shared experiences. Stories engage all our senses. Dear friends, you are the descendants of Titans, the most emotional gods and goddesses in ancient mythology. Now it's your time to become the story titans of your industry. Bill.